Okay, we got the video. Let me go throw on a hoodie. I'm cold. I don't have any socks on. Nobody saw that shit, okay? You're gonna click past this. Okay? I'm gonna go get a hoodie. That never happened. And I ain't even cold anymore. I'm from the Bronx now. I feel tough in this. I'm tough. Alright, let's get it.
Proof of me robbing somebody, we wouldn't even be talking. Y'all would have cuffed me. I would be charged with it. That's what I know, bro.
In January of 2020, Dababy, aka
I knew it was Dababy! I was just about to say that! Is that Dababy? I swear I was about to say that! I'm intellectual. I knew it! Alright, when a criminal is smarter than the police... Kirk. His name's Jonathan Kirk.
Kirk was supposed to be playing a show at a nightclub in Miami, but when the owner paid him only $20 out of the $30,000 he owed him, things got out of hand fast. The victim alleged that Kirk punched him in the face multiple times before he was attacked by more of Kirk's crew. He was beaten up and knocked to the ground before being robbed for his phone, his credit card, and $80.
Gang, what year is this? An iPhone 7?
Cash. The only footage of the event was this piece of obscured CCTV footage. Kirk fled the scene in a black SUV before returning to the hotel a few hours later, only to be met by both of the victims and a team of police waiting to arrest him. He was escorted to the police station and told he was only there as part of an investigation.
Shit, we just gotta do our investigation and that's it.
But as it would turn out, the investigation wouldn't be that simple. And unfortunately for the cops...
Look, whatever he did, bro... why would you not pay him his money, bro? Like, you're playing a dangerous game, bro. You're play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Kirk spent his hour in the interrogation room displaying exactly what to do in this situation and making the cops' lives as difficult as he possibly could.
What's your full name? Come on.
We just want to get it for you. This is just a formality. Just tell name, date of birth, and all that stuff.
Immediately, it's obvious that this isn't going to be an easy one for the detectives. Kirk starts off by refusing to answer any of the officers' questions, even just regarding his own name. He's already been read his Miranda rights, informing him that he has the right to remain silent, so it seems as though he's choosing...
What did that say? Anyone that has watched television show about enforcement has heard police read the suspect his Miranda rights after placing... I don't know.
To do just that. Interestingly, however, he is choosing to waive his right to a lawyer, and let's be honest here, it's not because he can't afford it. The best course of action if you're ever put in this scenario is to...
cut that out. That was the gayest thing I've ever done.
To stay silent and ask for a lawyer. But this time, Kirk is confident that he'll be able to wriggle out of this himself, as long as he chooses his words carefully.
An incident occurred at the hotel, 1500, that you were there for, correct?
What incident?
An incident. You had an altercation with somebody?
No.
You didn't. Did you have a business dealing with somebody?
No.
You didn't?
No.
So somebody didn't bring you $20,000 in front of the hotel in your SUV?
No. Somebody bring $20,000 that wasn't theirs and lied to them and told them it was for an event of theirs on the 31st. And lied to them. That person, once he realized they were doing bad business, said nah and left for his $20,000.
Okay, so you didn't count.
And got my contact information to do business the right way. That's what happened.
Around what time was this, sir?
I don't know. Every time they told us. whatever time the camera showed me not robbing no damn body that time.
Kirk is claiming that he had nothing to do with anything that happened outside. His story is somewhat unclear, but he's essentially saying that his manager was talking with an event promoter about playing at a nightclub called Cafe Iguana Pines. But it turns out the money that they were offering was stolen, and the promoter was acting strange during the deal. So instead of taking it and going through with it anyway, he told them to get their act together and left without an argument. This, of course, does not explain the altercation outside that was clearly caught on camera, but with the footage unclear and no witnesses nearby to identify the assailants.
Why would you commit a crime, bro? Committing crimes is the stupidest shit ever. They got the cameras, bro. They're gonna get you on the CCTV. Alright? You can't get away with committing crimes in 2026 anymore. It's done. Crimes are over. We're done committing crimes, bro.
As long as Kirk sticks to his story, theoretically, things should be perfectly fine.
Common sense. Common sense. You know what I made to even be down here? A promoter booked me at that hotel. I didn't pay to be at the hotel. I was paid for. You'd have let me on my room, you would have saw.
Wait, fuck. I don't think there's any audio output capture. No way. Just skip past that part. Y'all are gonna skip that.
Dollars cash, legally, hard-earned money. I don't gotta take nothing from nobody, bro.
Well, let me ask you this.
I will go outside here right now and throw $10,000 in the air. Like, I do not care about no money. I don't.
Was there an argument?
No, it was an argument. I didn't argue with a soul. I didn't argue with.
Look, he got him right there because they didn't tell him yet that they didn't pay him his $20,000. So now he said, I'm going to throw $10,000 in the air. He knows how much it was. I'm a detective, bro. He knows the difference. He got paid 20, but he needed 30. He said, I'm going to throw 10K in the air. They didn't even tell him yet that how much money he was owed. So now he's already tied to the crime. They got him, bro. Dababy, you're cooked, bro. Just hang it up already.
So, my voice was never raised. It was never aggressive language from me. None of that.
Was there a fight?
None of that. No, I ain't seen no fight. And nothing's taken. We shouldn't be in no robbery. Bro.
This has got to be
So
clickbait.
y'all get done doing what y'all doing. Y'all need to do y'all job. Y'all need to follow y'all process. And y'all need to arrest whoever gave y'all these false allegations, bro. This is bullshit.
While it may just look like Kirk is flexing his rapper money here, this is actually a very good point for him to bring up in this situation. If he's doing random $30,000 deals on a weekday and paying for hundreds of thousands of people per month, what does he need $80 and an iPhone for? The further he can place himself from this event, both literally and figuratively.
See, that's the thing, bro. Nah. Does Dababy need a fucking iPhone 7, brother? What is he gonna download CP on that bitch, bro? What do you need an iPhone 7 for? Gang. And now, I'm not saying Dababy likes CP or nothing. I'm just saying that was just an example.
The better. From Kirk's point of view, he was nowhere near that crime. He had no reason to commit that crime, and he has sound and reasonable explanation for his whereabouts at the time. However, from the detective's side, a crime was committed, and Kirk's vehicle was right there as it happened. So they need to try and extract the information needed to piece his day together to come up with a story that Kirk cannot argue with. That forces him into a confession.
When I encountered you in the hotel, you came back to the concierge, the counter.
Yeah.
Where were you coming from at that point?
Prime, whatever the hell I went to eat. I went to get some food.
Where is that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
How'd you get there?
In the car.
What kind of car? Was it a car you drove? Somebody else drove? A Uber?
Yeah.
What kind of car was it? Small car, SUV, truck? What?
I don't know. Let's talk about what matters. Let's talk about what y'all need to get me about this stuff. When I'm driving in the car, what I went to go eat, what time I went, that don't have nothing to do with the fact I ain't robbed a damn soul. Me, nobody around me.
Dababy never seen a Dr. Insanity video. You have to piece together the different timeline to get the crime. You have to piece together the timeline to get the crime. Dude, I just came up with some new shit.
Ain't nobody robbing nobody.
Let's take the word robbery out of the picture.
So while we here, we taking the word robbery out of the picture. Y'all are robbery detective. This is robbery unit. That's the second word he said. That's the second word he said when he came in here. Robbery. Come on, bro.
Okay, listen.
He told me he asked to question me about a robbery when I walked in my hotel. Robbery. I had every answer to the question you needed right there. Whoa, that ain't it. That's false. Throw that out the window. We talking about robbery, bro. It's nothing for me.
I'm gonna rob the baby.
I didn't rob.
So do you think that we just woke up this morning and decided?
Oh, fuck that.
I think
Fucked it up.
y'all
That's
got
my
a phone
fault.
call from somebody that's already a liar. I know they're a liar. Got a phone call from somebody that's a liar and y'all bought it.
Where should I put
Y'all
this fucking
believe it.
webcam?
Y'all got me in here and y'all put me in handcuffs.
Where I put this fucking
Brought
webcam?
me outside the hotel in handcuffs, cameras and shit all on me. Come on, bro. This shit is bad for what I got going on. And I ain't even do shit to that man.
Even without a lawyer present, Kirk knows exactly what to do. He currently has the upper hand in this interrogation
Stop
and
calling
needs
him
to
Kirk,
keep it that
bro.
way. The cops are searching for anything that puts Kirk at the scene of the crime.
name's not
by
Kirk, it's the
redirecting
baby.
the conversation away from that, back to what he thinks is actually important, there's no realistic way that they'll be able to get what they need. But even though he's winning, it's still worth noting.
DeKirk. DeKirk. That would have been such a harder name, bro. DeKirk. Yo, it's DeKirk. DeKirk. Yo, it's DeKirk, and I'm off a perk. Yo, it's Kirk-a-set. Oh my god.
How strange it is that he's not asking for a lawyer. Kirk obviously knows exactly what to do in an interrogation and has clearly spent time learning what
Obviously, bro. He's the obvious suspect, bro. He looks like the obvious person that would be in an interrogation room.
to do. If that's true, he should also know that there's next to no scenarios where lawyering up will harm his case. But whether it's an ego thing or just a lapse in his thinking, Kirk is definitely still winning this interrogation. But he's about to start absolutely dominating.
We talking about criminals. When I do business, it's legally binding. It's legally binding. Everything I do, you have to sign a contract. You got to sign a contract.
Okay,
it's
so
a contract right now.
Yo, who sent the gift?
Happened and nothing went wrong.
Who dropped the follow?
There was no.
Not to my knowledge.
There was no fight. There was no scuffle. There was no.
I didn't see the alert because the fucking. Yo, thanks for the follow, bro.
I ain't fighting nobody. But y'all know it's too much. Y'all know too many lies. You get what I'm saying? That's why y'all gotta move backwards like that, bro. Like
You're saying that they're lies, but you don't know what we have or don't have.
okay. I know if y'all had proof of me robbing somebody, we wouldn't even be talking. Y'all would have cuffed me. I would be charged with it. That's what I know, bro. That's what I know.
Now, while this isn't necessarily true in every case, it is absolutely true here. If you're in an interrogation room and the cops are trying to find out details of the case and accusing you of a crime instead of charging you immediately, it very likely means that they're missing
That means
the
you
details
can wiggle
needed
out.
to charge you. In the
You can
vast
wiggle out of the
majority
crime.
cases, an interrogation is only done to extract a confession when they don't have enough evidence to easily convict you otherwise.
Yeah, but they would never be in this position if you just didn't commit fucking crimes, bro. If you just didn't commit fucking crimes, bro.
There are a few other niche scenarios, such as trying to figure out why you committed a crime, but it's often very easy to distinguish
Niche.
why exactly
That's
you're
a
there
niche word,
based on
niche.
what you know about the event and what questions they're asking. If the cops know that you're guilty and have irrefutable evidence, cooperation has a lot of merit. But if they can't prove you did what they say you did, stay silent and ask for a lawyer, especially if you're innocent.
We're
I
trying to
ain't
hear
no
your
fool.
side of the story.
My side of the story is I ain't done that. I don't have a side of the story because I ain't done nothing to nobody. Bro.
So that's what I was asking. So
and before
the whole
something could be
incident
done
happened,
to
nothing
me,
happened, right?
and before something could be done to me, I realized I was dealing with bad business, and I.
Why do you say it was bad business?
What?
Why do you say it was bad
I
business?
already told y'all that. You want to rewind this? You want to rewind it, bro? I already told y'all, bro. My story not gonna come out different no matter how many times I say it, bro. It's not, bro. It's right here. So
He's smart, bro. He doesn't want to trip up on his words. Bro, this guy, Dababy's smart. I'm gonna have to start listening to Dababy.
He needed my help for his event. he already was in deep water because he's already doing, and I see why, he's already doing bad business. You see what I'm saying? He has an event that wasn't going to go as planned. He needed me to make up for that. He needed me to cover his ass, so he brought in another person, lied to him, swindled him. He thinking he coming to book me for a whole different event, and they tricking him, got him paying me to come do a walkthrough tonight. Come on, bro. These niggas full of shit. And matter of fact, check them cameras. Y'all got crime scene investigation unit out there, check the cameras. See him meet up with somebody else in the lobby. Ask him, hey, who's that? Ask him. Follow up on what I'm telling y'all.
That's what we're trying to do.
Shit,
I hate when African American gentlemen be saying words wrong. Ask him. Ask him, bro. Just ask him yourself, bro. Ask him. Gang. Ask him? You deadass sound like a fucking murderer right now. Ask him. Ask him, bro. Ask him right now. It's ask him!
I mean, shit, at the end of the day, I would expect people to act on common sense anyway.
The cops have realized that they're definitely not getting anything out of him for now. He's told his side of the story and made it clear that it won't be changing, no matter what they say. So, as is the protocol here, the detectives decide to leave the room and spend some time outside trying to come up with their next move. This is also often done as it gives the suspect time alone in the room to sit and build up anxiety. In many cases, it can actually be the difference between breaking through a suspect or not. But in this case...
Yes, bro, because they get all squirmy and they're like... They start like chewing on their fucking nails and shit, bro. They don't be watching Dr. Insanity. They're not smart. If I was ever in an interrogation room, bro, I'd swiggle my way right out, bro, like a snake. I'd slither.
Literally just shut his eyes and went to sleep. This dude really does not care.
It's because he's black.
However, it seems as though the detectives couldn't come up with their next step and decided that nothing was going to make this guy budge. The next time a detective returned, it was regarding the security of Kirk's belongings that had been left in his hotel room. Even though he hasn't been convicted yet, he was still the prime suspect of this investigation, so he'd be spending some time in jail while they figured out what to do and gathered all the evidence they could. So they just had to figure out what to do with his stuff while he was locked up. But obviously, Kirk refused to let them touch his stuff and just let the hotel deal with it. Kirk was facing a possible sentence of...
He was just using ChatGPT. I swear. He's writing his statement with using ChatGPT.
And just let the hotel deal with it. Kirk was facing a possible sentence of up to 15 years in prison plus a $10,000 fine, plus any charges they could slap him with for the battery. That's only if they could gather enough evidence, though.
They're not gonna get him, bro.
They absolutely were not getting from Kirk, or the blocked security footage that was the only evidence the crime even took place. So just after 48 hours in jail, Dababy was released and sent on his way. Just 2 months later, all charges...
I mean, like, I'm back dropping ever since, baby. You know, everybody jump shit. Let's go. Ha! I needed some shit with some bop. I flew past the whip with that blunt in my mouth, watched it swerving. That whip had a cop in it. I fly across the country. I finished the show.